up, Buddy Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Anime Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Gintama Shirogane no Tamashii-hen, aka the Silver Soul arc, episode 3, also known as 344, titled A Delinquent Kid Has Long Hair. So this week we're actually skipping a chapter right now. We're skipping chapter 601 and going into chapter 602's adaptation. So without further ado, let's get to it. I gotta fucking say, this animation is just so beautiful. I really love it, like, down to, like, the, outer space scene. It's so pretty. And you know what? The more I think about it, I understand why they're skipping 601 and just going straight into 602, based on, you know, what happened at the end of last chapter 600. So I totally understand why the anime's going this route. Oh, we gotta talk about this. Seeing the destruction from the Altana Gate, Vampire's Altana Gate, is just so freaking insane. It is so, the animation is just so spot on. You could the depth of the line work is really nice. I have to give the anime, I gotta give you props for this. This is beautiful. And basically, for those that don't know, this is just a little fun fact. The title of this episode is actually the same as the title of chapter 602, the manga. And also, this is basically how the Liberation Army, formed, so to speak. And, you know, I don't blame them. I understand why the Liberation Army formed. It's kind of in a way similar to, like, how just about any rebellion forms. But this was a little bit more extreme. Anyway, let's get to this next part here. Ooh, okay, so we're not skipping chapter 601. We're going, right after the opening song, we go back into chapter 601. I kind of think that's interesting how, the anime decided to go this route. But you know what? I kind of like it because you get the background on the Liberation Army and why they're fighting the Tenda show, and I think it works. To me, this actually works. So, anime, I think this was a good choice because we're adapting chapters 601 and 602 today. So, I totally understand why the anime went this route. I'm curious what you guys think. Okay, I gotta say this. The panel, first and second panel on page 3 of chapter 601, like when Shinpachi's talking about like how he hasn't changed in all he's been, basically been doing. Oh my god, I really love how this is animated. It looks like a fucking painting. This is great. This is what I want from anime. And this shows you that, what was I gonna say? That Gintama has this anime has the potential to, like, really take some risks with its animation. I love it. Let's see. God damn it, I love Catherine. Like, you tell him. You tell those fucking pussies. Shit. I love it. I love Catherine. I love her. She's just so fucking hilarious. We need more women like her. I thought that was no. Shit. No. It's not Okama's here. I love seeing, like, the flashbacks that, because, you know, as Kagura is doing not inner monologue, as Kagura is doing her monologue, you see all these different flashbacks. I love it. I love it how it's, like, appearing in the water, kind of like a, oh my god, what's the thing I'm thinking of? Shit. Damn it, I can't think of the spell off the top of my head, and it's driving me nuts. It's like it's kind of like a looking glass kind of thing, and it's really pretty, and I love what this animation is doing. This anime is just really taking some risks, and I hope, oh my god, I hope there are certain parts that I hope that do not get censored, but god, this anime is just amazing. Oh my god, I love what the anime did! That says that they're making a second live action Gintama. I fucking love it! This is just great! This is a nice touch. And yes, this is in the manga too. It just is. I'm so glad that they kept this. I was worried that they weren't gonna keep this part, but I'm so glad. I fucking love this. What? No, you skipped all this hilarious. Like, oh my god, are you worried about getting copyrighted or some shit? Like, you skipped some really good, really fucking hilarious stuff. This is what it was, which was wait. Here it is. It's I can't approve of that. Why is somebody like you, Grand Blue Masaki? Besides the fact you both walk on two legs, you don't have a single thing in common with him. Nobody could possibly act in the role of a monster like that. Anyhow, Shun and Masaki are 184 and 176 centimeters tall. I think the intensity of the live-action Azuya is going to be a bit too good. Just how many cigarettes is that? What the hell kind of movie are these guys shooting? You're way over-exaggerating, and Kagura-chan started to a large box of cigarettes. And you have the in the background you have the Titans from Attack on Titan. I think they didn't put it in here because they were worried about copyright infringement. But anyway, knock it off. Well, you guys have been making a ruckus. The internet's been flooding with comments. Hey, just don't start using that without asking. You guys are lucky. All they are arguing about is whether the guys playing you match you or not. For me, maybe it's because she's some kind of beautiful girl that only comes around once every 1,000 years. There are tons of moments. There are tons of comments worrying about her. At this rate, there could be a crazy scandal like where some photo booth stickers get spread around and her angel wings get torn off and she'll be dragged all the way down to where I am. Maybe you should change your behavior before you drag her down. Drag her down? Mwah, I don't care if she is a once in a 1,000 years idol or whatever. Can you really do stuff like that? Like this? Can you play me, Kashimoto Kana? Huh? What is this feeling? It feels like when I vomit in a brand new house. I'm pretty sure you got a guilty conscience. Maybe reflect on your actions a bit. Happiness? Now that is the most unpleasant thing I've ever seen. Somebody seal her in something covered by a stone weight in 1,000 years. Why did you there's such good stuff skipped. But I think I understand for the Titan part. That was totally, I think they were worried about copyright infringement. I will resurrect again and again. Wherever there's a light, there is always a shadow. This was all fucking skipped. And it's not fair, because I wanted to see it animated, but whatever. I'm just dealing with it. Also, this was skipped. Did you really think I've been doing the whole... did you really think I've been doing this whole time is... all I've been doing this whole time is reading Jump? The only way to get to Tenoshu is to find the Bakufu. I think this was there, but let me just double check. Yeah, the stuff about Jump was definitely skipped, but the Tenoshu stuff was there. Let's see. It's so hard. It's like, I want Jean-Claude Van Damme to play me. I love Shinpachi's like response. He's like, weren't you satisfied with CGI? Like, this is hilarious. What? Why did you skip? Okay, I don't understand why you skipped this one. In all reality, I don't. Which was this part. Hold on, Shinpachi. Shun and Masaki are both giants, so Sadaharu's actor has got to be as big as a Wandom too, or we can't hire him. Mobile Suit Wandom? That's not even a prototype or anything at this point. We're all gonna get devoured by the Wandom. Wandom. Apparently Hashimoto Kana got carried away by a Wandom scent. Don't make Kana-chan devoured by a Wandom. Like, what the fuck is a Wandom? Let's see. Yeah, here we go. I think this was here. Yeah, here we are. We're now on page 14. This might be pushing it for CG. Is this really the time for that? Why'd you skip that? Like, God. Let's see. No boobie! Yeah! I love the boobie! Yep, those aren't ordinary people. Those are Naruku. Utsuru! There's the man, the legend, the myth. Utsuru! I love Utsuru. He is like probably the best final fucking villain in all of manga. He is! Utsuru is so goddamn badass! So now we're back, at, and this is like at the 12-minute mark, we're at page 4 of chapter 602. And 601's adaptation, I'm sorry, I'm really disappointed, because there was a lot of good comedy that was fucking skipped, but, like, the Attack on Titan stuff, I totally understand why that was skipped because of copyright reasons. I don't know if it was the same thing with the Gundam, but that was fucking hilarious. It's not fair, though. Come on, anime, you're killing me. And I wanted to see the stuff with the online blogs, but I understand we only have so much time, but, whatever. I'm just gonna deal with it. Oh my god! And something I said in my most recent Gintama Manga Nerdigan live reaction video, and this statement just proves it here, is Utsuru is totally Zeref. He is basically fucking Zeref of Fairy Tail, and I think that Gintama is trying to show Hiro Mashima how to do a fucking final arc. And if that's the case, Gintama, you are succeeding right now. I love you, Gintama, for doing this. And I'm very curious if what you guys think in regards to Utsuru being kind of like Zeref in a way. And do you think that Gintama is trying to just show Mashima how to fucking do a final arc, or what? So at the 12-minute 24-second mark, we go into chapter 603, and I completely understand, because I think the rest of the stuff that's going on in space in chapter 602, I think we're gonna get that next week, and I will be completely fine with that. But now let's get to chapter 603's adaptation. Ooh, so now this is interesting. Now we're jumping back to chapter 602. I think it's interesting that we saw the meeting that's going on at the beginning of chapter 603, and then jumping back to 602, and it is on page, let's see, page 8 of or no, hold on a second. This is not page 8. Where are you? Give me a second. It is on page 6 of chapter 602. Like, I would have understood if, like, we had this part of the chapter right after Utsuru started attacking, but I don't know. Like, I kind of don't like that the meeting is in this episode. That should have been in next week's episode, but whatever. This part was skipped right here, which was, it's because you needlessly took pity on those monkeys trying to settle things peacefully that this was allowed to happen, was skipped. There was some additional dialogue skip, which was, the resolve to risk your own life to protect a country. That part was cut, because the full sentence was, the resolve to risk your own life to protect a country, so that is what well, it's supposed to be, that is what a bowl cut truly is, but disembowelment, whatever. And this part was skipped as well. It was supposed to be, if you stop your soldiers, we in turn will absolutely not take action against you. That part was, wait. I'm sorry, that was there. My bad, I was wrong. I'm taking that last comment back. Oh my god. Oh my god. This, the flashback that's here, and, during, oh my god. During the inner monologue, hold on a second. It's gonna bother me. Hold on a second. During Ensho's monologue, I gotta say, the animation that we get, like, of the flashback of, you know, basically the events we saw at the beginning of the episode, look just so gorgeous. Oh my god, I'm really loving the risk that this anime is taking with this animation. It's just fantastic. I gotta say, Ensho makes a really good point. Like, if we're to stop this war, where's people's hatred and sorrow going to go? Because there's a ton of hatred and like a ton of sorrow on both sides. And like, that's just, I feel like that you could relate that to real life. Like, if you stop a war that's going on, like, for example, if you stop the war going on in Yemen or anywhere in the fucking Middle East, where do you think that hatred and that sorrow is gonna go? It's gonna go towards something else, and it could be it can be positive or it could be negative. Oh my god, I gotta tell you, the tender show that are like all broken up and shit, oh my god, they look so creepy and so gross, and I fucking love it. That's what I was hoping it was going to be. But my god, it's so goddamn disturbing. I forgot how fucked up this manga can get. But jeez, seeing this animated, I'm so impressed. Oh my god, Ensho! Ensho, like, I agree with Ensho on so many levels, but like, Ensho, this is not the way! No, stop it! But I know, like, I'm really hyped seeing this because this is gonna start like the most epic fucking part, one of the most epic fucking parts of this final arc, which is we're getting closer to when my baby Shinsuke goes on his rampage. And I can't wait to fucking see that shit animated. It's gonna be amazing. But yes, we are now, I would say now we are officially at the start of the space arc, portion of the final arc. And I fucking love this arc so much. So at the 18-minute 37-second mark, we are at page 4 of chapter 603. So we're jumping like back and forth right now. So right now we're in page 13 of chapter 603. Oh my god, I just fucking love it. It is just, oh, this is so good. And yes, there is dialogue skip. I'm not gonna lie. And but at the same time, I understand why it is skipped because of the timing constraints. Let's see. Oh god, like I remember how much of a monster Utsuru was at this point in the manga. But god, and like it's if you are caught up with the manga, you know how much of a fucking monster this man is. This man is amazing. He is like the most fucked up evil bastard ever. I love Utsuru. So we ended this week's episode of chapter 603. I think the anime is, I think they tried to cover way too much, to be quite honest. A lot of the stuff that was cut, I wish it would have been there, especially a lot of the comedic stuff. But I understand why they couldn't do that, why they couldn't include it, because of time constraints. But I'm so happy that the legend, the man, the myth, the monster Utsuru is finally here. I am so goddamn stoked. Anyway, let's let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you guys super excited to see Utsuru starting his attack? Like, oh god, I love Utsuru so much. And what do you think about what Enzo was Enchio was saying about hatred, about war and hatred and sadness and shit. Like, you totally feel for the man because he lost his wife, his child, his fucking kingdom. Encho lost all of that to this fucking man, to Utsuru. And you could feel the pain and you could understand why. But and I realize it now because I'm looking at it, there's some major foreshadowing in what's going to happen in this arc. I could tell you that right now, based on what Ensho said. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerd Against Ink if you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and friend me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye!